Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Addiction to Language. I'm your host, Andrew. Now, in this video, let's have a look at the amazing word magazine, or should I say, the magazine word amazing, because in fact, these two words are exactly the same word, just with their letters set out in a different arrangement. Don't worry too much about the silent letter E at the end there. Okay, it's just a bit of a ruse designed to make life more difficult for you, make it harder for you to see the code that is there inside the English language. Okay, so with our code, it is that each letter has a meaning behind it. And as those letters are inserted into words, well, those meanings that are associated with each letter are inherently built into the words themselves. Okay. And when I say meaning, of course, I don't mean definition. The definitions I know are different between magazine and amazing. Okay, but I'm talking about meaning, which is a much deeper rooted thing. In fact, all of our words are referring to a very limited set of universal core ideas or concepts. Okay, and that's why we have a thesaurus, which is basically just a collection of all the synonyms of words that are interlinked, which actually really all mean exactly the same thing, or refer to a very small limited set of same things. Okay, and this repeats, and this is our clue into the idea that, well, it's the letters themselves which are carrying these original root meanings to which all of our synonyms refer to. All right, now that's a little bit of the background, but let's have a look at the idea of magazine. Okay, straight up, we'll leave amazing for a moment. The idea of a magazine, well, we know it as two different sort of things, don't we? We know it as a book, which is a collection of different articles or reports or bulletins. And we know a magazine as being the storage container for bullets in a gun, to go into a gun. All right, so as it happens in the background here, in the coincidence of synonyms and magazines full of bulletins, which are actually also bullets in bulletins. We're all dealing with exactly the same letters there, which are referring to exactly the same idea that is linked to the idea of magazines as well. Okay, and as a coincidence, as if you need more, these bullets, the bulletins are reports. Okay, the sound of the gunfire, reports. And that's how we have this little interlinked system of synonyms which are actually all referring to the same deeper root idea in the background. Well, actually, before I carry on, the amazing word now. Now, we kind of think of the word amazing as meaning big and impressive and stunning, spectacular, but it really doesn't mean that. In fact, it's the amaze part of the word really just refers to a maze, a place where there is a lot of likeness, where it is easy to get lost because there are a lot of things that are the same inside of it. Okay, that's really what a maze is referring to. Now, the idea of a magazine in terms of definitions, it comes from a root which refers to the idea of a storehouse. Okay, and again, with our synonym links, we can link that through to the idea of, well, it's actually referring to a warehouse as well. And because we have our not coincidence, we have our consistent flow through of meanings with our bullets in our guns, our storehouses are also referring to a warehouse, which is, again, if we remove that silly silent E, it's a warhouse. Thank you very much. And in our warhouse, our wardrobe, okay, is our warehouse, the things we're going to wear to war. Hopefully a suit of armor or something cool of that nature. Okay, so you see how all of these different words with apparently different definitions, in fact, don't have different, well, they have different definitions, but they don't have different meanings. They're in fact all almost certainly related to each other. Okay, and finally, the song Amazing Grace, coincidentally. Now, as I say, if you think of the idea of the amazing not referring to something spectacular or impressive or big, but that it refers to the idea of getting lost or being lost, then Amazing Grace has a secret inside of its secret meaning, deeper meaning within its song title. I once was lost, and now I'm found. Okay, so the salvation for the lost. Salvation is the grace, and the amazing actually refers to the lost that have been found, that have got their salvation. There you go, guys. I hope you like that little insight into the secret background and connections going on between all of our different words, and give you some idea about why they exist and where they come from. All right, I hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.